One of you please confirm if my voice is clear and you are able to see my presentation.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Fine. So in the previous classes, what we have done, we have taken the equivalent circuit of transistor, okay, using H parameter, right? Equivalent circuit of transistor using H parameter model we have taken, and we have analyzed amplifier circuits. Amplifier AC equivalent, then replace transistor by this. Further, what we have gone for approximate model. Okay, we have gone for approximate H parameter model, right? We have gone for approximate H parameter model when we can neglect 1 by HOE. Okay, then this is the approximate model, right? Now, when we analyze the transistor, so all you're doing is replace transistor by the equivalent circuit, then KCL, KVL. Okay, process is very simple. All you need to do is, with focus, you need to do your derivations. Okay, right? Just you will replace the transistor with equivalent circuit, and then you will write KVL, KCL, and you will solve. Okay, very simple mathematics. Okay, so we have done for common emitter configuration, approximate analysis, and then we have generalized. Okay, this is like a two-port network. DE, two terminals, CE, two terminals. Okay, so two port for the transistor. This entire BEEC I can represent like this. Okay, I can represent like this. Now, when I represent, unlike this, I have three terminals. Okay, so this I can use for any configuration. Suppose I want common emitter, I will connect this one to ground, base will be input, collector will be output. If I want common collector, this one I will ground, collector I will ground, base will be input, emitter will be output. Okay. If I want common base, can anybody give me answer what I should do? Common base.
Base to the ground, emitter to the input.
Very good. Collector is output. Okay, very good, correct answer. So for common base, what we will do? Base we will ground, emitter we will, okay, input, collector. So this is rearrangement. We have three sticks, just rearrange. Okay, so very simple approximate analysis. Take the approximate H parameter model, replace transistor, okay, with that, and analyze for AC equivalent circuits. Okay, very easy. Previous class we have done for common emitter configuration. We have replaced the transistor by approximate model. We have analyzed, okay, current gain, input resistance, voltage gain, output resistance, right? Now, any circuit, the process will be same. Okay, any circuit, the process will be same. That's why I am repeating. So, process will be same means, suppose if you want common collector, then what we will do, we will take the equivalent for common collector configuration and we'll repeat the same process. Process will be same, circuit will be common collector. Okay. So what I understand is, if you have understood this common emitter analysis, you can understand common collector, common base. Okay. So in the last class, we have done common collector, current gain, input resistance. CE we did 4. Common emitter we did all 4. Current gain, input resistance, voltage gain, output resistance. All 4 we have done for common emitter configuration. For common collector we did only 2. Current gain, input resistance. Please try output resistance, voltage gain. Okay, homework for you, output resistance, voltage gain. Please try, because only when you take pen, paper and write, then only you know the difficulty. Okay, so please try, take it as homework. Any difficulty, feel free to call me. Okay, I hope all of you have my contact number. Okay, so don't hesitate, just call me. So I hope it is clear. The homework for today is common collector, voltage gain, and output resistance. Take it as homework. Okay, so I will skip that now, and then we will go for multi-stage amplifier. See, so far we have discussed how to analyze one CE single stage, CE single stage, how to analyze. Okay, CC single stage, how to analyze. Now, when you go for multi-stage, this experience is sufficient. Okay, this experience is sufficient. Either you can analyze the stages individually. Stage 1 voltage gain, stage 2 voltage gain, then overall voltage gain. Either you can do that, or you can see the, suppose you have multiple transistors. You can see this as a single circuit, and overall you can analyze. The results you get will be the same. Okay, so we will go for multi-stage amplifiers. Under this, we have two types of connections. When you go for multi-stage, we have cascade connection, then cascode connection. First of all, why do you know to go for this cascading? Okay, cascading. Why do you need to go for multi-stage amplifiers? Because the gain you get for single stage is not sufficient. Okay, single stage gain not sufficient. How to get more gain? Go for multi-stages. Simple, right? What do you mean by cascade connection? Means output of one stage will act as input as next stage. Okay, suppose you have n stages of amplifier. The output of one stage will act as input to the next stage. That is cascade connection. Okay, what for? To get higher voltage gain or current gain. What do you mean by the other category? Cascode amplifier. Okay, see, cascade is primarily for higher gain. Okay, cascade is primarily for higher gain. Cascode is to enhance the performance of the circuit. Okay, some features of the circuit you want to improve. For example, input impedance. What I want is not as per the requirement. It's not as per the application that I want. Okay, I want better input impedance. I want better output resistance. Then I go for cascode. Okay, then in cascode amplifier, the transistor is placed one above the other. Shortly we will see an example. Okay, I will show it now. This is a cascode amplifier. Okay, this is a cascode amplifier. Two transistors, one above the other. Okay, transistor is placed one above the other. Example, common emitter, common base. Okay, here the transistor, first transistor. Okay, emitter is common for both input, output. So first transistor is in common emitter configuration. Second transistor, base is grounded. Okay, why grounded? For AC equivalent, capacitor acts as short circuit. Okay, for AC equivalent, whenever we are dealing with amplifier amplification, we are considering AC equivalent because it is the AC signal which is amplified. So for AC signal point of view, C3 acts as what? Anybody answer? C3 acts as? Please answer. Just now I already told you. For AC equivalent, capacitor acts as what? Yes. Anybody there? Please answer. Please answer so that the class is interesting. Capacitor acts as?
Short circuit.
Very good. Okay. For AC equivalent, capacitor acts as short circuit. So here we can, from AC signal point of view, we can say that emitter is grounded. Grounded means, see, for any amplifier, ground is a common term, right? So emitter is grounded means emitter is common for both input as well as output. For first transistor, second transistor, base is grounded. Okay, because capacitor acts as short circuit, so base is grounded. Okay, so second transistor is in common base configuration. So we have two transistors, one in common base, another in common emitter configuration. Common emitter, common base configuration. Why do we have these resistors? Can anybody answer? R1, R2, R3, R4, RE. Why do we have these resistors? Yes? Please answer. Guess, at least guess.
Sir, please repeat the questions.
Why do we have these resistors in the circuit? R1, R2, R3, R4, RE. What is the role they play?
Opposing current, sir. Overflow of the current.
The answer for that is they provide the necessary biasing. Okay. See, biasing is a separate subject. I believe you have studied in EDC. Okay. Anyway, in short, okay, I will tell. See, for a transistor to act as amplifier, emitter base junction should be what biased? Emitter base junction should be forward biased. Collector base junction should be what biased? Emitter base junction is forward biased. Collector base junction is
Reverse bias.
very good, reverse bias. Now, in order to maintain this forward bias and reverse bias, you have to maintain, okay, before giving the AC input, okay, before giving the AC input, the transistor should be in active region, okay. So, for the transistors to be in active region, you need to give the required forward bias, reverse bias for those junctions, okay. This is called as biasing. This is called as biasing. So, these resistors and this voltage source, this DC voltage source and these resistors, they provide the necessary biasing. Okay, clear? Is it clear? I have explained in very simple words. I hope everybody understood. R1, R2, R3, R4, RE1, they provide the necessary biasing. It is the same CE amplifier, okay, cascode amplifier, two-stage RC coupled amplifier, right? Any amplifier, whenever you find resistors and this DC, it is for biasing the transistor in the active region, okay? Next, okay, source has internal resistance. This capacitor is for coupling. This is AC. You are giving AC to your amplifier circuit. You are giving AC to your amplifier circuit. You are coupling, okay, right? So, coupling capacitor. Another, this one, okay, this is your bypass capacitor. Why bypass? For AC, this capacitor acts as short circuit. So, current will flow, AC current will flow through the capacitor. It will not take resistance, okay? It will flow through the capacitor. It will bypass the resistance, hence bypass capacitor, okay? Clear? Again, one more, this is for bypass, right? So, we have explained the circuit. Okay. Now, okay. See, this is a very complex circuit. How would you analyze such a complex circuit? Same process which we did in the previous class, right? Whatever the circuit process is the same. First, you will go for AC equivalent, okay. Then in the AC equivalent, we will replace the transistor by the what model? Equivalent circuit, okay, equivalent circuit. So, that is what we will be doing next. What are the rules for AC equivalent? I have told you many times. Anybody please answer. What are the rules for AC equivalent? Capacitor acts as what? For
Short
AC,
circuit to
very good, very good, correct answer. Capacitor acts as short circuit. Good. Next. So, point 1 for AC equivalent, capacitor acts as short circuit. What about VCC? VCC I will replace by what? Ground, okay. VCC we will replace by ground. Why? See, when I say AC analysis, I mean there should not be any DC component, okay. No DC component means I should in the circuit, I should replace this by 0 volt. 0 volt is ground. Okay. So one of you please answer what are the points for AC, what you will remember. For AC equivalent, what are the points? Capacitor acts as, yes,
Short circuit,
short circuit. VCC replaced by,
Short circuit.
ground.
okay. Very good. Capacitor acts as short circuit. VCC replaced by ground. Any circuit. Okay. Any circuit. These are the rules. When you go for AC equivalent, capacitor short circuit, VCC replaced by ground. So here we have capacitors. 1 capacitor, 2 capacitor, 3 capacitors. Okay. So all 3 capacitors short. This capacitor short means this resistor directly connected here and to the base. This capacitor short means base is directly grounded. This capacitor short means no more emitter resistor. Okay. So will you try? Will you draw this? Simple. Okay. See, now based on the 2 rules, you should draw the circuit. Clear? Will you try? Okay, I already have, but please practice. Okay, please practice. So RS, when I go for AC equivalent, VS RS directly connected to base. VS RS directly connected to base. AC equivalent. Again, I am going back to the previous circuit. Next, what do we have? From here, there are 2 resistors, R4, R3. Okay. Now, R4 is connected between this junction base and ground. R3 is connected between this junction and, can I say ground? Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because AC equivalent means DC component you will consider as 0. So here you will consider as ground, means R4 will also start from this point and go to ground. R3 will also start from this point and go to ground. So R4, R3 in parallel, isn't it? R4, R3 will be in parallel. R4, R3 in parallel. That I am writing as RB. Okay. That I am writing as RB, where RB is nothing but the parallel combination of R3 and R4. Okay. Right. So this part we have completed. VS, RS, then R4, R3 also I can draw here. So R4 parallel, R3 we are taking it as RB. So till here we have completed. Next, from here where is the connection going? From here it is connecting to base of the T1. Okay. So from here it is connecting to base of transistor T1. Next, what is the other rule? This is short circuit. Short circuit means emitter directly. Why short circuit? Capacitor acts as short circuit. Right? First point, AC capacitor acts as short circuit. So emitter directly connected to ground. Emitter directly connected to ground. Okay. So this part also we completed. Emitter directly connected to ground. Emitter directly connected to ground. This connection is as it is. Collector going to emitter. Collector going to emitter. Next, here, okay, here, what do we have? We have base, isn't it? So this resistor, what is the equivalent of these two? Can anybody tell? Think, very easy question. Okay. See, throughout our course, we will just hold on to some simple points, simple guidelines. We will stick to those guidelines and we will analyze our circuits. So what is the equivalent of these two?
Sir, since the C2 is short circuited,
Yes,
the current will flow directly from the short circuit.
Yes.
The R2 will be neglected.
perfect. Okay, simply base connected to ground. Good. Now, okay, very good. Now for another interesting question. For AC equivalent, R2, R1 are in what? For AC
Parallel,
equivalent,
sir.
very good, perfect. Okay. See, for AC equivalent, I told you, for AC equivalent, VCC is grounded, isn't it? Means this resistor is also connected from base to ground. This resistor also connected from base to ground, because this is replaced by ground for AC equivalent, isn't it? So actually, for AC equivalent, all the three will be in parallel: C2, R2, R1, right? But for AC equivalent, I consider capacitor to be short circuit. So R1, R2 in parallel with short circuit. The equivalent is what? Short circuit. Okay. Means you will just have one connection from base to ground, no other components. Okay. Just one connection from base to ground. Capacitor became short circuit, so disappeared. R1, R2 in parallel with short circuit, so R1 also disappeared. So you just have one short circuit from base to ground. Okay. So all this we have finished. This component, this one. Okay. This also we finished. This transistor, this connection also we finished. So only remaining is RL. Now tell me, where is RL? Is it at the output terminal? Yes. Okay. And other end of RL is what? Where should I draw?
Grounded.
Very good. Perfect. Other end of RL is grounded. In simple words, RL is this terminal and ground terminal. Okay. So I can draw RL from this point to ground. I can draw RL from this point to ground. Right? Because RL for AC equivalent, this terminal is grounded, RL simply comes across the terminals of V0. That is why it is called as load resistor. Why we are writing, sir, this is collector terminal, sir. Why you are writing RL? Why you are means because why we are writing, because for AC equivalent, okay, it is the voltage is the AC voltage is directly appearing here, or for AC equivalent, this RL is appearing from V0. One terminal is plus V0, another terminal is ground. Okay. So R0 is this RL, one terminal is V0, another terminal is ground. Means I can draw RL from here to ground. I can draw RL from here to ground. Over. That's all. Okay. This is the equivalent circuit. So any, see, why am I telling any circuit, because some question paper, okay, those who are setting question paper, they can give new circuit. They can give new circuit and say, find out what is the input impedance. Okay. Then my students, you should not be afraid. Okay. What you will do, you will go for AC equivalent, just the guidelines: capacitor short circuit, DC voltage replaced by ground, then rearrange. Okay. Draw the take these two guidelines: capacitor short circuit, DC voltage replaced by ground. Based on that guidelines, rearrange your circuit, put heading AC equivalent. Over. Okay. So any circuit, right? Suppose if somebody asks me to give question paper, I will try to give new circuit, because then only the student is tested, right? Your skills are tested only when a new circuit you are able to analyze. Technique is same, right? Technique is same. You have to use the technique correctly. Okay. So what is the next? First step I told you, amplifier circuit, go for AC equivalent. What is the next step? Please answer. Next step is replace the transistor by what? Equivalent circuit. Okay, replace the transistor by equivalent circuit. Now, if question is asked exact analysis, replace by the complete H parameter model. This one. Okay, 4 components, 1, 2, 3, 4. If question asked approximate analysis, then you will use this one. Okay, so I hope there is no confusion. Based on the question, you will answer. Okay, today we will see one derivation. Most probably tomorrow's class, I will take up a problem, then it will be very much clear for you. Okay, fine. So this is the AC equivalent. So next, what was the next task? Replace transistor by the, let us go for approximate analysis. Okay, let us go for approximate analysis. Replace transistor by the approximate model. Okay. So how many, see, always it is advantage you remember the approximate model, very small circuit. Let us first remember the approximate model, then it will be easier to replace. Okay, I will go for the approximate model. This is the approximate model. Here only two components. Okay. What are the two components? One is HIE, another is HFEIB. Very easy to remember. HIE from base to emitter. Okay. See, this extension connection simply means this junction is emitter. Okay. Junction is simply emitter. So HIE is between base and emitter, right? Next, what is the other? HFEIB. HFEIB is between collector and emitter, only two. Okay. For approximate model, all you will do is when you have transistor, okay, you will replace the transistor like this. Between base and emitter, you will write HIE. Between base and emitter, you will write HIE. Between collector and emitter, you will write HFEIB. These two only you will draw, right? Then based on your convenience, you want to however you want to rearrange your circuit, rearrange. Then your equivalent circuit is ready using approximate H parameter model. Okay, very easy. Now we have to do for two transistors. So please remember HIE between base and emitter, HFEIB between collector and emitter for transistor. Okay, so this is the AC equivalent we got by analyzing this circuit. Okay, we have completed. Next, replace transistor by the H parameter model. Okay, so this circuit will be as it is: Vs, Rs, Rb. Okay, RL. Vs, Rs, Rb, RL. All these are as it is. Okay, we are not disturbing them. Only we are replacing this one with equivalent circuit, this one with equivalent circuit. Okay, now, so here base, emitter. So this is base, this is emitter. Between base and emitter, what we have? Please answer. Equivalent circuit. What do we have?
HIE.
Very good, HIE. So first I will draw HIE from base to emitter. Okay. HIE I am drawing from base to emitter. Okay, HIE. Next, to avoid confusion, let us name the terminals. Okay, B1, E1, C1 corresponding to first transistor. Next, B2, E2, C2. 1 for one transistor, 2 for second transistor. Let us name like that so that you avoid confusion. Okay, so between B1 and E1, between base terminal and emitter terminal of first transistor, we have HIE. We have HIE. Okay. Next, what do we have here? We have next between collector and emitter, I should take HFEIB. Okay. So emitter is grounded. Collector I should write at the right. Between collector and emitter, I should write HFEIB. So HFEIB between collector and emitter. This one. Okay. Next, emitter of first transistor. Sorry, this is first transistor. This is collector. Collector of first transistor connected to emitter of second transistor. Collector of first transistor C1 directly connected to emitter of second transistor. Okay. Next, we have emitter base. Okay, emitter base. Base is grounded. So emitter to ground, I should write HIE, isn't it? Base to emitter for second transistor. Between base and emitter, we have HIE. So between this emitter and base, I should write HIE. So emitter and base, I told base is grounded, HIE. Okay. Next, between emitter and collector, HFE-IB. So between emitter, collector is now output terminal, overall output. So between the emitter and then overall output, I should write HFE-IB2 because second transistor. So HFE-IB2, right? Next, we have this RL as it is. Okay. See, this is, don't be very much afraid by looking at the circuits. Our circuits will be very large. All we are doing is AC equivalent, okay, replace transistor by the 3-stick approximate model we have seen. It may appear very difficult, but it is not difficult. Just like drawing, okay, how you draw when you are small, you have drawn houses, you have drawn lakes, ponds, you know how to draw a house. Then beside the house, how to draw pond, all that, you know, now that experience is enough. Between these 2 points, I have this component. Okay, there is no rocket science. Don't feel afraid. Any question you don't know, if they give question, a circuit which you don't know, boldly answer. If you're afraid, you can't answer. Okay, they may give new circuit, no problem. Ultimately, circuit has resistors, capacitors, transistors, so DC source. Go for AC equivalent. Okay, replace transistor by approximate model. 2 transistor, both transistors you will replace. So you will get a 2 HIE, 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 2 HFE-IB, 2 HF. Okay, 2 times you will get HFE-IB, HFE. That's it, simple. Don't be afraid, sit and practice, you will get it. Okay, so this is the equivalent. Now, when you analyze the parameters of this, okay, here I cannot apply KCL, KVL directly because this is like black box. I don't know what is happening inside. I don't know what is happening inside. That is why we have replaced it by approximate model. Okay. Now I know what is happening. What is the current flowing? I know. What is the current flowing? I know. What is the resistance? I know. Okay. Now I can use my KVL, KCL. Okay. Now just by using KCL, KVL and finding the expressions, okay, we get voltage gain, current gain, input resistance, output resistance. Then you know, okay, I have calculated, this is my overall amplifier will give this much gain. Okay, theoretically you know it, right? Then suppose based on application, you need higher gain. Then you know, okay, my gain depends on expressions. This is the expression for my voltage gain. Okay, by adjusting so and so value, by adjusting so and so value, I can get the required gain. Simple. This is the approach we will use. Okay. So analyze this circuit, and then whatever the result we get, that will be the result of the overall amplifier circuit. Right. So very easy. Just you have to take pen and paper and practice. Then only you get. Okay. Now for simplicity, let us take that the 2 transistors are identical. Let us take that the 2 transistors are identical. Identical means the parameters are same. Means instead of taking HIE1, HIE2, I can simply take both are HIE. I will replace 1, 2, same value. Suppose this is 1.1 kilo ohm. This is also 1.1 kilo ohm. Okay. Then I don't need 2 variables. Likewise, I will not take HFE1, HFE2. I will simply take HFE. Okay. Now, in order to make the understanding easy for you, I have redrawn this and analyzed step by step. Okay. in a separate document so that it is very easy for you to understand. The same circuit I have redrawn here. Okay, the same circuit I have redrawn here. The same circuit. Additionally, what I have done is, I have written simple, okay, just HFE, I didn't take 1, 2, I am considering both the transistors are identical. HIE, okay. Now, how to get voltage gain? For this, voltage gain is V0 by Vi, we know very well, okay. So, V0 by Vi. So, I should get the expression for V0, okay, I should get the expression for V0. So, what will V0 be? V0 will be current in downward direction multiplied by RL. Current in upward direction is HFE IB2. Okay. What will be current in downward direction? Anybody answer?
Zero.
No. See, if current in this direction is HFE IB2, reverse direction current will be
minus HFE.
Minus HFE IB.
Yes, minus HFE IB2. So, the current through RL in downward direction is minus HFE IB2. So, the total voltage will be minus HFE IB2 into RL, Ohm's law. Okay. So, current in downward direction minus HFE IB2 into RL. This is the expression for V0 over. Okay. Next, let us go for Vi. Now, when I will get common, when I will get expression, whatever the common I have, okay. For example, IB2. If I can cancel out the common term, then I will get an expression, right? Let us see what I will get if I see here Vi. If I take Vi, Vi is simply voltage across HI. So Ohm's law, what is Vi? Anybody answer? Please answer. Easy question. What is Vi?
IB into HIE.
Very good. IB1 into HI, right? IB1 into HI is Vi. So V0 I got in terms of IB2. Vi I am getting in terms of IB1, right? So I need to get relation between IB1, IB2. Then I can get my AV expression, okay? Because V0 is in IB2, V1 is in IB1. So if I get IB1, IB2 relation, then I will get the expression for voltage, okay? So